What up, YouTube? It's Championdjk back again with another video, and today I've got a Lamar Faciane hashtag free the peace, hashtag Ford Friday Crackin special for you. So this video is dedicated to my buddy, my pal, Lamar Faciane, who was ribbing me a little bit in another video, calling me soft, saying I wasn't cracking cars like I said I was gonna. Ooh, whoop. That just fell right out of the top of that jammer. Anyway, so we got some Ford GTs in the background for you, buddy. And anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to crack some cars. We're actually going to crack a Ford in 6 different brands, and they're all chase pieces. So we're going to free the piece, you guys. All right, so right now let's start with a nice and easy one that doesn't require any screwdrivers or blades or anything. And here we got a Ford 2017 Ford GT Super Treasure Hunt. And hashtag I do not collect Hot Wheels. We're going to hashtag free the piece. Let's go ahead and open this guy up. I got this in a trade a while back, I think. And the card's not perfect anyway. But shout out to all you cardboard collectors. There's your cardboard. And that's going to go in the garbage. And then we got this sweet looking Ford GT Super. And I am very stoked actually to have this thing loose. I dig it. So hashtag Ford Friday, hashtag free the piece. And this will be the first piece we free today. And we got this sweet Super Treasure Hunt 2017 Ford GT from Hot Wheels. 2016 mainline. That thing is pretty awesome. I'm really glad to have it. It looks actually quite a bit better, I think, than the regular mainline version, not just because of the wheels and rims and stuff. The color looks great, too. I mean, don't get me wrong, the color on the other one's pretty good, too, but this definitely takes the cake. So let's go ahead and we'll just set that guy right there. Let's go ahead and get a difficult one maybe out of the way. Actually, all these are going to be difficult because they're going to require a blade. Let's do a Greenlight. Here we go. There's your Greenlight. This is a Greenlight Green Machine, New Mexico State Police. Shout out to my buddy Suresh, who actually found this thing, and shout out to AR Hotbox Angel, who bought it from Suresh and is allowing me to go ahead and open it on this video before it gets sent to him. So I'm gonna go ahead. I got a nice sharp blade here. Sorry, moving the camera a little bit. And let's go ahead and open this guy up and take a look. Pretty awesome. I like green body green machines way better than just your average green base, green wheel green machine. And this thing is actually pretty awesome. So this is your New Mexico State Police. Of course, this is a 2016 Ford F-150. You got some extra plastic bits here. Brush guard in the front. Nicely detailed. Pretty sweet. My buddy Angel, AR Hotbox, collects these Hot Pursuit series vehicles. He actually drives the Crown Vic and loves his car, so he's into that stuff. So this is actually going to end up going right back in the package and going to him, but we had to free it for this hashtag free the piece, hashtag Ford Friday special. And there is your green machine. What number is it? I don't think the number really matters on these things too much anymore because it's kind of randomly inserted, but it's number 3602. Pretty sweet. There's a tiny little paint flaw on the rim, but that is probably no big deal. And other than that, this thing looks pretty awesome. Good roller too. So there is that guy. All right, so that is piece number 2 of 6. What should we do next? Let's do a round 2 item. Here is a Gold Strike. This is a 65 Ford Galaxy 500. This is from the Racing Champions Mint series. We'll give you a quick look around the package. And this is pretty limited. I don't think they put the number what it's limited to on the side here, but I believe this is in a series that is, it's like the version D or whatever, the gold bodies. Now, the original chases, and I'm sorry, I got to pull this away from the camera as I cut it open and take care not to slice it in my hands. Go ahead and open it. I'm glad that they got away from this cardboard box thing. It's a lot of packaging for this. Now they do the cardboard just like the Johnny Lightning does now. But this is a 2016 release, Gold Strike. The original chases for Racing Champions had gold rims. And then they moved to a gold body. And I think they'll probably play around with this concept a little bit and do different things. But it looks awesome. This Gold Strike looks great. I hope they stick with the gold body stuff. Really cool. So this is your 1965 Ford Galaxy 500. Hashtag Ford Friday. Hashtag Free the Peace. Shout out to my buddy Lamar Faciane. Go check him out on YouTube. If you don't know who he is, you need to know. And yeah, and also check him out on Instagram, of course, as well. He hasn't been too active on YouTube lately. It was a little disappointing. So if someone's getting soft there, partner, that might be you. We need to see some more videos from the Free the Peace Nation. So there is that. This thing is out of the package, and I am really glad I actually opened it. The Gold Strike paint actually is really cool. So this is the first Racing Champions Gold Strike that actually has a gold body and not just gold rims that I've ever opened up and gotten to take a look at in person. And actually, this gold color is really nice. Looking at it in the package, it doesn't look that great, but this one is not a great roller either. But still a pretty cool piece to add to the Ford Chase collection. Alright, so there is that. And let's see, what should we do next? Let's do, how about some M2? Here we go. So this is an M2, limited to 750 pieces. It is a gold chase, 1969 Ford F100 Ranger truck with Moon Eyes livery. This one's going to take the longest to crack, probably, but I had to do it legit. We are going to unscrew it right here in front of you. The first thing we're going to do is just cut the sticker on the side. Oops, and I accidentally cut like right into the box. Whoopsie. Hashtag Dave loves M2. Hashtag no, I really don't. I don't really collect M2. But I had to get this from my buddy Crazy Todd for the sole purpose of making this video for you, my friend Lamar Faciane. So there it is, out of the box. Your sweet acrylic case, which of course has a little crack in it. These often do, because they are made cheap. And but what do you expect? Now I gotta find a screwdriver. Here we go. First, let's take this little hood thing out that holds the hood open on this thing. Shut that. Doesn't quite shut that great. I know I rag on M2 a lot, and I'm sorry for doing that. Oh my god. I hope I don't have to pause this, but I definitely might. This thing is like super tight in here. This is what I do not like, when these screws are just like, oh man. And this is an M2 screwdriver, by the way. This is what would have came with the those like auto wheels kits or model kits. Okay, I'm really trying to get this screw out here without putting too much pressure on the other side of the casting, because I know it's got some fragile plastic pieces in it, but this screw is just not, there we go, now it's just coming loose. Oh, we're trying to free the peace. Hashtag Ford Friday, hashtag Free the Peace. There we go, and we got her open. And this is, got some debris there too. This is a pretty cool looking truck though, man. It looks really awesome. Bed isn't quite on straight, but I reckon I could probably unscrew it and fix that. But the gold in the yellow and the black, man, just looks actually quite fantastic. I will say one really cool thing about M2 is that they do a lot of different neat stuff with their chases. They don't always use the gold idea. Sometimes they do a dirtied version. They do all sorts of different things. The clear tires is kind of whack when they do that. I don't really dig that at all, but I understand that they're trying to, switch it up. They don't do the same thing for every single chase, and that is pretty cool. But yeah, I think I could probably take this thing apart and make the bed line up a little better, which I may do that eventually, but for right now, there it is. Hashtag Free the Peace, hashtag Ford Friday, and that is a pretty sick piece nonetheless. Very awesome. I have very, very few M2 chases in my collection. I think I have one Volkswagen, and that's it. A VW. Oh, and I have one from the Japan series too. But so 3. This will be the 3rd one I have in the collection. Every other M2 chase piece I have found, I have went ahead and traded away. All right, so there's that. Should we set the trucks next to the trucks? Let's kind of rearrange some things over here. I got some Ford trucks. Got our Super. Got our Gold Strike. So what do we got? We got 2 left. And I think the next one we should do is this guy right here. He's a 65 Ford GT40 Ultra Red. I've had this sitting in my collection for quite a long time. We are finally going to set her free. Hashtag free the piece. And this one, of course, requires a blade. So I am cutting it open right now with a box cutter. Come on. Which box cutter works great for cutting these packages open. There it is like that. And let's go ahead and take her out. Now, this is from Auto World Release 1, License Premium Release 1. And there is our Ford GT40. This thing's beautiful. I've been wanting to take this thing out of the package. I've been wanting to free the piece on this thing for quite some time. And she does not disappoint. It is very nice looking. Although I'm noticing something strange about it. Is that white supposed to be over there, or is this just supposed to be a white stripe? I don't remember it being that wide on the front of any other car. So that is kind of interesting, and it makes me want to go quick check. So I'm sorry, I'm going to quick do that. Okay, yeah. Sorry guys, and I'm back. Probably could have cut the video there, but yeah, I just thought that was odd that it was white there, and it is normal. So, never mind. Sorry about that. And so anyway, this is the regular. This is the Ultra Red, and it looks excellent, very excellent. So glad to add this to my loose collection. Glad to finally free the piece on this one. Hashtag Ford Friday. Ford GT40 is one of the coolest Fords ever. So go ahead and just set that right here. And then, finally, our last piece that we are going to go ahead and free. Our 6th chase piece of the day. What's left, guys? What is left? It is Johnny Lightning, White Lightning. Johnny Lightning Collector first. Actually, I don't know if you are. Are you still a Johnny Lightning Collector first there, Lamar? I'm not sure if you are. But Lamar, come out of, you got to make some more videos, buddy. Some more free the piece specials. Lamar Faciane, one of the most influential collectors on YouTube, definitely has gotten me into some different, opened my mind up a little bit about some different brands of diecast, and now the way I collect now has completely changed since the way I used to collect. This is the Mustang White Lightning. This is from it was a Ford Mustang Mach 1 in 1970. This is from Muscle Cars USA. This is actually from the first series of Johnny Lightning that came back when they came back under round 2. And this is the first White Lightning I ever found in the wild. And it's pretty much the only one I ever kept. All the rest of them I've sold. This one doesn't have a huge amount of value to it in comparison to some of the more recent releases, because this release, didn't have that limited number on the front. So of course, it's they don't catch as much of a premium when you think that something is limited to like 25 pieces. There's probably a bit more of these, but than that. But still a pretty rare piece, and only 2% of the production line. Which, by the way, this is also 2% of the production line. And very, very cool. So hashtag Ford Friday, hashtag free the piece. Shout out to my buddy Lamar Faciane. And that's all the chase pieces we're going to crack for this video. Real quick chat just about them. So we got, these are 2% of the production line. Okay, Auto World is 3% of the production line, making them slightly easier to find, if you can find Auto World period in your area. And then these Racing Champions are pretty hard to find too. These are 2% of the production line, and probably Racing Champions, out of all the round 2 stuff, are the hardest to come by. I just don't, my stores, at least in my area, just never get new stock of it. So there's that. Super Treasure Hunts, we know, are probably in the tens of thousands as to how many are made. But I guess in comparison to probably 1 million of the regular casting, they're still pretty rare and still tough to get, especially because of the demand for them. M2 does things completely different. They don't do anything on a percentage. They go, it doesn't matter basically what the overall production is of the series that they're in. They typically release 1 to 3 different chases per release. So, for example, there'd be 6 chases per release for the Auto World, because there's 6 different cars, and there's a chase piece for each one. Same thing with Greenlight. And Greenlight, by the way, is 2% of the production line typically. So these, their chase program and the round 2 chase program lines up pretty perfectly. As far as, you know, there's going to be a chase piece for every casting that's in the current series, and then yeah, they're going to be like 2 or 3% of the production line. And then you got, of course, your Super Treasure Hunts, which is something different because it's a souped-up release of a regular one. And then you got M2, which is different because they typically will have different chase pieces, but not every car, regular car in the series, has a chase version. For instance, for this Moon Eyes one, there was 3 different cars that got chase versions. There was 2 different ones that were limited to 750, this being one of them, and then there was the Raw, I believe, on that series that was limited to either 250. Typically their Raws are either limited to 168 or 250, somewhere in there. So they can become very desirable, very good trade bait if you find M2 chase pieces. So actually, if you think about it, there's probably less. Even though there's 750 of this chase version, they only make it for 2 of the vehicles and not all 6 of the vehicles, so it's just a different type of math there. So that's about it for this video then, guys. I just wanted to explain that a little bit and go over that. Shout out to my buddy Lamar Faciane again. Love you, buddy. Hope you're doing well, and I hope you do well this holiday season. I'm sure we'll chat soon, and I hope you enjoyed this video. So you guys, thank you very much for watching. And you have a fantastic day. And God bless you and your families. Audi 5000.